This is a very interesting project that can be very significant for your work, especially if you're working with AI agents. It's a new project that was published by the Hong Kong University. By the way, if you don't know their GitHub profile, I highly recommend that you check it out. The lab is called Data Intelligence Lab, and they have a lot of interesting projects. One of them is a nanobot, which, as you can see here, has already 37,000 stars. But today I want to talk with you briefly about CLI Anything, which basically is making all software agent native. And what do they mean by that? Today's software serves human. It has a GUI, and tomorrow users will be agents. And what CLI Anything is doing is bridging the gap between AI agents and the world software. Basically, what you have here is a platform or a repository that you can connect to your Cloud Code or Open Code or whatever, and then you connect it to your project, to your code base. So whether it's your own code base or if you're using an open source code base, and then what it does, it basically can take the software and make it ready for usage of agents. So it takes all the graphical user interface, so all the buttons, all the input fields, etc., and it converts them so they can be approached via the CLI, the command line interface or terminal or whatever. And this way also agents can start to manipulate and work with your software. So the pipeline is as follows. First of all, it analyzes the source code and it maps GUI actions to APIs. Then it designs and architects the code base. Then it implements, basically it builds the CLI. Then it creates a plan for test of unit testing and end-to-end test. Then it writes the test. Then it documents the test. And basically after that you're good to go. And you basically can connect via CLI to your software. Now, as you can see here. Now, before I tell you what I did and about my test, I wanted to let you know that they also recently launched this thing that is called CLI Anything Hub, which basically is a hub of many different CLIs for famous software. So as you can see here, we have a CLI for Zoom, we have a CLI for Comfy UI, we have a CLI for Audacity, for Blender, for LibreOffice, for Orlama, for OBS, and a few more. This is also for Notebook LM, sorry. This is rather new, so there are not too many CLIs over here, but I believe that if this project will gain traction, and I believe it will, if not this or something similar, because at the end of the day we need to make sure that our softwares are ready for usage of agents. As time goes by, we will have more options over here, and it will be very easy to take a software and convert it to a CLI interface. Now, in terms of if it's working or not, so as you can see, there are already quite a few issues. What I tested, initially I tested it on a very big code base of software that I'm building, and it didn't work good at all. But I decided to give it another go because I decided, okay, this is a bit of a moonshot because it's a really complex and large code base. And then I adjusted, I tried it with a different code base, which was quite a slim software with just 10 functions more or less, and it worked very well. It took like 2 or 3 iterations with an agent to adjust it, but afterwards it was already basically CLI ready. So that was very interesting. This project is just getting started, but I think the concept is important, and I think it is also very useful. So this is why I wanted to record this short video. I encourage you to come check it out. Obviously, check out all the other repositories that Data Intelligence Lab has over here. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And until next time, keep on automating.